Hello everyone, welcome to the Cool Kids Clubhouse. My name is Heather. Thank you for joining us today. We are going to be talking about that's when life starts getting good. But before we get into the discussion, I want to welcome any newcomers. If it's your first time joining us today at the Clubhouse, down below in the description is a link to our website. There you can find out what we're all about. We have a welcome video there for you to watch. And if you decide that you want to be part of the revolution and you're ready to be the change that you wish to see in the world, you can join the club right there. We also have quotes and music, all kinds of good stuff for you to dive into, and there you'll also find a link over to our Instagram account. Before we get into our discussion today, we are going to open with our Clubhouse Oath. It is our rock and our foundation that guides us and supports us through each and every single day of trying our best to be that change that we wish to see in the world. So here we go with our Clubhouse Oath. Today I will try my best to speak with impeccable word. I will try my best to be a faithful friend. I will try my best to not make assumptions. I will try my best to not take things personally. I will try my best to not interfere with anyone else's love. And I will try my best to celebrate my successes as well as successes of others. I'm looking forward to having this discussion on this particular topic today, because I know so often I had found myself thinking and feeling that once I received or got certain things or got to a certain point in my life, that's when life would start getting good. And so many conversations with friends and talking about plans and things that we were working towards, goals, desires, we really had to be careful to realize that even though some of those things would be nice and they may help us to feel like life would be better, our life is already good before we get all those things, and we had to balance that, keep having that desire, those goals and dreams to work towards, but to be very careful to not get stuck in thinking that we needed those things in order for life to be good. So often we have dreams, we have goals and desires of things and milestones and goals that we want to achieve that are going to take us to that next level in order to be able to indulge or take part of that life that we think is going to be great. So what I want to talk about first is really emphasize that dreams and goals and things that we want are great. We're having those dreams or those ideas in our heart move us to those next levels or give us something to work towards. Okay? But that's not when life starts getting good. Life is good right now. And that's where I want us to hopefully be able to indulge some of our time in, is making those lists of desires, of wants and needs. When we get a new car, that's when life starts getting good. When we get that promotion, when we get that job, that's when life starts getting good. When we have that relationship, those one day when we get married and we have kids, that's when life starts getting good. So I want us to have that list of all of those things that we're working towards, that are on our minds and in our hearts, and have a connection link to them to really be able to see and feel how our life is good right now before we get all those things. So let's say it is a car. You want a new car because that's when, life will start getting good. I'll be able to go more places. I'll be able to travel longer distances. I'll have a car that is more likely to not break down. So do we have a car already that gets us to work, gets us to some of those places that we want to go? It might not be the cross-country destination that we're dreaming about and planning for. But right now we might be able to take an hour drive and explore some territories that are right in our backyard or right in our neighboring town. Or if you don't have a car and you really feel like you need that car for life to start getting good, are you grateful for the bus? Or are you grateful for a ride that your friend gave you the other day? So really try to stay present and keep those dreams and desires alive, but also be grateful for the space that you're in and getting there, and all of those gifts and all of those pieces that might not be the ideal or the ultimate, but they are something, and we need to realize that we are living a life right now that is already good. So again, let's take a promotion, let's take a job. When we get that new level of prestige or acknowledgement, we get higher pay, we get, again, that prestige, that acknowledgement. But what about the job that you're in right now that you're learning so much about, moving you into that direction, or that space that is inspiring you to work towards that, to be able to have that goal in mind, or those friends that you've met along the way, and those latter jobs that are getting you up to the point that you hope to be at one day. Life's already good. We're there. We have a job. A lot of people don't have jobs right now. So again, let's make that correlation, that when we're making our list of that's when life starts getting good things, what do we have that is in alignment with that need or want or desire, and think about that gratitude and how lucky that we are to have that other column to be in and be fully present and be fully grateful in, while working to get to that next level of when we think life really starts getting good, because our life is already good. Another that's when life starts getting good biggie is, I'm sure if it hasn't been on our list at one time or another, some of our friends or we know people that have this in their category of wants and needs of desires of, that's when their life will really start getting good, is relationships, friendships, finding that special one that is going to be our partner in crime in life, finding that love, that relationship that we dream and we desire and we long for. So I know if we haven't found that one, or we're in a space where we're waiting to find the one, or if we're, not looking for the one, but we feel lonely and we are thinking, perhaps when I meet a couple friends, perhaps when I get to know those people at work and we become friends, and that's when life will start getting good. That's when I'll have things to do. That's when I'll have people to enjoy or accompany in doing certain things. So relationships, I know, is a big one for all of us. So let's take that opportunity to have that on our wants and desire list, but then also be able to match it with gratitude of relationships or opportunities that we're in right here and right now, to know that life's pretty damn good right now. If we're waiting and looking for the one, are we grateful for the time and the opportunity to have with ourselves and enjoy that time with our friends, that when another enters our world and we find that one, our time will have to be, spread among more people. So really fully enjoy that time with your friends and your family that you have right now while waiting to meet the one. Or have that time for yourself to get to know more about yourself, or do things that you really love and aspire to do that you may have in the past when you were dating or in a relationship, you didn't have that time for yourself. So can that be on your list? Are you grateful for the time that you have with yourself right now? And, if you're waiting for friends, or if you're feeling lonely, what are you grateful for right now? Are you grateful for that great Netflix series that came out? Are you grateful for that family member that you can call up and have a little chat with. There's something that can align in every single one of these categories that we can find some sort of gratitude to connect it to while we're making those lists and then trying to transform and move those lists into life's really good right now with where we are. So in every single one of our that's when life starts getting good lists side, when we're listing all those, when we're correlating the other half, there has to be something that you can find to put in that space to help you or to remind you that life is already good. So down below, share some of your that's when life starts getting good, and then be sure to please respond also to that piece that we can move into that gratitude of what we have right now while we're working to get there. That makes life really good right now, right here. Also, there will be songs down below that I have picked from our Clubhouse playlist that go along with this topic of that's when life starts getting good. If you have songs that you have for your go-tos that inspire or encourage you to be in the present moment and be grateful for the life that you're having right now, please share those as well. I would love to check those out. Until next time, again, thank you for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you back at the club soon.